Breaking news, Ted Turner, the founder of cable news network CNN, died at the age of 87. He is largely credited with transforming the television landscape and how you consume news day in and day out. Turner Enterprises said he died today surrounded by family. So let's talk about Turner's legacy, because whether you know it or not, it affects how you consume the media. Let's go live to Wall Street Journal financial editor Amol Sharma. Amol, good to have you with us. So first, what drove Turner to create CNN? He started with one little startup and then built an empire.
Well, we looked around and saw that the broadcast channels were not doing this. We're not getting into 24/7 cable news. And cable was developing. Cable TV had been kind of coming on, and he saw an opportunity. He saw what you could do if you had the full day to have news. You could do so much more than just the brief segments people were getting on, the evening news or morning television. Of course, he probably didn't foresee what it would turn into, which is this raucous discourse that we have now on cable news. But he was a real pioneer in cable television writ large, not just in news, but
Right.
the creation of the cable TV bundle as we know it.
Absolutely. And, I think he really hit a wave early on. The war in Iraq. I'll never forget watching Wolf Blitzer in Iraq and all of that early reporting. He sort of hit that wave covering the war in Iraq in a way we hadn't seen a conflict covered in real time with live pictures before.
No question. Peter Arnett, Wolf Blitzer, watching these people
Right.
report in real time, that was new. And then, of course, you saw the OJ trial was another key moment where CNN came into its own. The commentary shows, Crossfire and whatnot, those were sort of the beginnings of the debate programming that you see really across all of cable television now in prime time. But he was at the start of all that, real visionary, and I think even his critics, I think, would say he was a visionary.
You wrote in your obit today, Ted Turner was swashbuckling. He really rewrote the rules. In your estimation, when you look at what cable news has become, when you look at how you tune into cable news and other news outlets, you see people who are trained journalists, but then you also see commentators who the public might think are journalists but aren't. Are we better for what he innovated?
I think it's hard to say. I mean, he was an innovator of this platform, but then there's so many other people who came after him who've iterated on it, taken it in totally different directions. Talk radio, I think, influenced discourse as much as cable news did, political discourse, that is. But no, I mean, I think that the